I do have 152 crayons. And out of these crayons, there's really only one favorite color. Let me see. So, out of this entire huge box of crayons, there's one color I seem to use the most. And I can pick them all out right now. These are my blues. And they tend to be the color I lean towards. What happens is, I do like the other colors, like, for example, this greenish thing I got going on here, or maybe even this yellow. But nothing seems to captivate me as much as my blues. It's not that I am blue per se, it's mostly that just, I really like my blues. As you can see, I have blue socks, I have a blue shirt, and I'm wearing blue pants. That's the thing. I have other boxes of crayons, this one for example, which was used in my other videos if you remember. And I seem to use the blues the most. Look at that. Those are my blues. And they're all used up. Whereas, let's say this yellow I've never even touched. I wonder, do these crayons ever get mad at me? Because I use these until they go all the way down. But I've never even touched this yellow. That makes you wonder, do crayons really know how much they're being used on a daily basis? I use my blues a lot. What's your favorite color to use? Is it red or maybe even green? With the book, The Day the Crayons Quit. Can my crayons quit? Really? I sure hope not. They're like half of what I do in my free time. Can crayons quit? And will my crayons quit if I continue to use them up like this? Well, this is a book that I'm gonna explore with you today. And we're gonna see why they quit and what happens when crayons do indeed quit. Because as you can see, my collection, though extensive, does not seem to be very versatile, should I say. Like, my red and yellow were just completely the same length as when I bought them, but my blues are very heavily used. And likewise, this neon yellow I've never even gravitated towards. So let's see what happens the day that the crayons decide to quit. The day the crayons quit. So now we're gonna find out why they quit, and I'm gonna read to you a little bit of their letters. I'm gonna read the letters of 3 different colors, and then we're gonna see if we can come up with a different letter for a different colored crayon that I don't read for you. The day the crayons quit. One day, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. This one's from the red one, the purple, the brown, the black, the white, the black, another one, the green, the orange, the other orange/yellow, blue, pink, and peach. So how about let's start with my favorite color, blue. Dear Duncan, it has been great being your favorite color this past year, and the year before, and the year before that. I have really enjoyed all of these oceans, lakes, rivers, raindrops, rain clouds, and clear skies. But the bad news is that I am so short and stubby, I can't even see over the railing anymore. I can't even see over the railing in the crayon box anymore. I need a break. Your very stubby friend, Blue Crayon. Okay, so Blue wants a little break, huh? I guess we can sail him on up to a little blue vacation. Let's read, how about the black one? Hi, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outlines of things that are colored in by other crayons, all of which think they're brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in the colors of the ball with all the other crayons? How about a black beach ball sometime? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon. Ugh, I guess black's really mad, huh? I guess we can settle on purple for our last color. Dear Duncan. All right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizard's hats. But it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I am going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. So, blue has a grievance for being used too much, and black wants to be something other than the lines, and purple is annoyed that I color outside of the lines. Let's see what Duncan had to say about all that. Well, poor Duncan just wanted to color. And of course he wanted his crayons to be happy, and that gave him an idea. When Duncan showed his teachers this new picture, she gave him an A for coloring and an A+ for creativity. Let me just show you the amazing drawing he was able to produce. Look at that! With all the different colors being for different things. And purple is super neat inside the lines. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do two things. We're first gonna write out a letter to a crayon. Let's settle our grievances with a color of our choice. And then we're gonna figure out how we can make a different colored object. So, for example, in New York, the taxis are red. For example, in New York, the taxis are yellow. So how about we draw them red for a change? Let's go figure out what our favorite color is and what our grievances are. As you can see, I have a whole lot of green. A lot of green. And in my 152 crayon coloring pack, I have a lot of other colors, but there seems to be a surplus of green. The thing is, I want to see what green would say if he got to write me a letter. And not green, not forest green, or mountain meadow, or fern, and not even shamrock. I'm talking about good old green, just green. None of this fancy, like, confetti or glitter stuff, just green. And I would say, in green, hi, Shannon. I am green. The best color for trees and grass. But there are just too many of us green in your bag. How will you tell us apart? And that's the letter I would write if I was green. Now, using a different green, how about we do something that the green would usually do? For example, I would draw grass with the green, usually. But what if the sun was green? Like this. You know, the sun might be green if you look at it from a different angle. Or what if the rain clouds were green? And the raindrops were green? And using purple, I could draw in the lines of this sun. And the sun is just green. I want you to think about a scenario just like this. Write yourself a letter on the side of what your color might want to say to you. So in this instance, green is complaining about me using the other greens and not green. And then I want you to use the color to draw a little something on the side that you usually wouldn't use your crayon for. So I would usually use it to draw something like this, the grass. But I would never use green for the rain clouds or the sun, usually. So I want you to pick out something like this, and I want you to write it all down. And then type out the letter in the comments so I can go ahead and read them too. I hope you guys enjoyed our adventures together on the day the crayons quit. Don't forget to like and subscribe and place a comment down below with your very own letter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!